Right now, at this very second, the sun is burning through 600 million tons of hydrogen. Every single second. Not a metaphor, not an exaggeration. 600 million tons. Gone. Every second you have been alive. Every second your parents were alive. Every second civilization has existed. The sun has been consuming itself at a rate so violent, so relentless, that the human mind simply refuses to process it. We call it our star. We call it our light. We draw it as a smiling yellow circle in children's books. We built entire religions around it. We worship it, fear it, depend on it for every breath we take. But here is what no one tells you. The sun is not eternal. It is not stable. It is a controlled explosion that has been slowly losing control for 4.6 billion years. And right now, today, the signs of its decline are already visible, if you know where to look. Stay with me until the end. What I am about to show you will shock you. If it does, hit like. If it doesn't, hit dislike. Either way, I promise you will not look at the sky the same way again. Close your eyes for a moment. Think about the sun. You probably picture something warm, something constant, a golden disk that rises every morning and sets every evening like clockwork. Reliable, eternal, safe. That image is a lie. The sun you see from your window is not the sun that exists in reality. The light hitting your skin right now left the sun 8 minutes ago. You are not seeing the present. You are seeing the past. And the present, the real sun, happening right now, is a place of incomprehensible violence. The surface temperature is 5,500 degrees Celsius, but the atmosphere above it, the corona, somehow reaches temperatures of 2 million degrees. We still do not fully understand why. The laws of physics suggest the corona should be cooler than the surface. It isn't. The sun is breaking its own rules, and that is just the beginning. Here is the truth that changes everything. The sun runs on nuclear fusion. In its core, hydrogen atoms are crushed together under pressure so extreme that they merge and transform into helium. That process releases energy, the light and heat that make life on Earth possible. But fusion requires fuel, and the fuel is hydrogen. When the sun was born 4.6 billion years ago, it was almost entirely hydrogen, a perfect, full tank. Since then, it has been burning through that tank every single second. Right now, the sun has consumed approximately half of the hydrogen in its core. Half is gone. The sun is middle-aged. And like anything middle-aged, the changes are slow enough that you barely notice them day to day. But the trajectory is set. The core is gradually filling with helium ash, the byproduct of fusion that cannot be burned. As the helium ash accumulates, the core contracts. And as the core contracts, something terrifying happens. The pressure increases. The fusion accelerates. The sun is not burning slower as it ages. It is burning faster. Right now, the sun is approximately 30% brighter than it was when Earth first formed, and it will keep getting brighter. Every billion years, the sun increases its luminosity by roughly 10%. Slow by human standards. Catastrophic by planetary ones. In approximately 5 billion years, the hydrogen in the sun's core will be gone. But do not let that number comfort you, because the story does not end there. It gets worse. When the core runs out of hydrogen, fusion does not stop. It migrates. The burning shell moves outward into the layers surrounding the dead helium core. And as the shell burns, it pumps enormous amounts of energy into the outer layers of the sun. The sun begins to expand, slowly at first, then faster. The outer atmosphere puffs outward like a dying breath, growing hundreds of times its current size. The golden disk you see in the sky begins to swell. It swallows Mercury, it swallows Venus, and then it reaches Earth. Not in a dramatic explosion, not in a single moment. The Earth will not be vaporized in an instant. It will be something slower and more terrifying. The oceans will boil first. The atmosphere will be stripped away. The surface will melt into a global ocean of magma. And eventually, the expanding solar atmosphere will drag on Earth's orbit, pulling it slowly inward into the fire. The sun will not destroy the Earth in anger. It will absorb it in indifference. This is what astronomers call the red giant phase, and it is not science fiction. It is a certainty written into the laws of physics. 5 billion years sounds like forever. So let me bring this closer to home. The sun is not waiting until its death to show its violence. It is showing us right now. Solar flares, coronal mass ejections, magnetic field reversals. These are not minor weather events. They are glimpses of the chaos that lives inside our star. In 1989, a solar storm struck Earth so powerfully that it knocked out the entire power grid of the Canadian province of Quebec. 6 million people lost electricity for 9 hours. Satellites malfunctioned. The aurora borealis was visible as far south as Cuba, and that was a moderate event. Scientists have discovered evidence of a solar superflare in ancient tree rings, a spike in carbon-14 that points to an event in the year 774 AD. A storm so powerful, it dwarfs anything recorded in modern history. If that same event happened today, it would destroy GPS systems, internet infrastructure, and power grids across the entire planet. Simultaneously, we would be thrown back centuries in a matter of hours. And here is the part that keeps solar physicists awake at night. We cannot predict these events. We have roughly 15 to 30 minutes of warning before a major solar storm reaches Earth. 15 minutes to protect the infrastructure that modern civilization depends on entirely. The sun is not waiting for its death to threaten us. It is reminding us constantly that it is in charge. Let me put this into perspective. The sun has been burning for 4.6 billion years. In that time, it has watched single-celled organisms crawl out of the primordial ocean and slowly, painfully become us. It watched the dinosaurs rise and disappear. It watched our ancestors discover fire, build cities, launch rockets. All of human civilization, every war, every empire, every invention, every love story has taken place in the last 0.00005% of the sun's life. We are not even a rounding error. And yet here we are, the only species, as far as we know, that looked up at that burning star and asked, "What are you really?" We built telescopes. We sent probes. We split atoms to understand the fire that powers it. We are a species that refuses to simply bask in the warmth without demanding to understand the source. That curiosity might be the most remarkable thing in the solar system. Not the sun's power, not its size. The fact that one of its planets grew creatures capable of studying it. The sun gave us everything. Every molecule in your body was forged in a star. The warmth on your face this morning, the food on your table, the oxygen filling your lungs right now. All of it exists because a star is slowly destroying itself, 150 million kilometers away. It is the most generous and the most indifferent force in our cosmic neighborhood. It does not know we exist. It does not care. It will burn and expand and consume and collapse, completely oblivious to the civilization it once made possible. The sun is not dying dramatically. It is fading, slowly, the way all great things fade. The question is not whether it will end. The question is, will we still be here to watch it happen? Or will we have long since carried our curiosity to another star, another sky, another front row seat? Keep looking up.